What's up guys, this is Brent with 24/7 Parts, and in this video I'm going to be showing you about another tool that you might not have thought you would ever need, and that is going to be an infrared touchless thermometer. Now, this thermometer is going to be the pistol style here. It's going to have an LCD screen on the back here, and then it's going to have its infrared sensor here on the bottom, and then at the top it is going to have a laser for aiming. This is going to be one of the more simple models. This is not going to have the infrared technology that shoots out that laser beam and it's able to read the heat directly from that laser. The laser on this model is only going to be for aiming. Now, there are going to be some more high-tech models out there where you can read temperatures from a lot farther away, but this one is still going to have to be somewhat close to be able to read that temperature without you having to actually touch it. So let's go ahead and get a close-up of this tool here. I'm going to first of all pull the trigger here. That is going to turn the screen on. You're going to see that we have a backlight there. We have a button right here that's going to change us from Fahrenheit to Celsius, so whichever of those temperature scales you use, you have a button there to switch it. Then we're going to have this button here. This turns our laser either off, which right there it is off, or I can hit that again, and we can see that we have that laser pointer right there just to help us with that aiming. Then we're also going to have this button here. This is going to turn our backlight on and off. So very simple tool here. Now, we are in the barn here today, and it is right around 50 degrees. So I'm going to hold this thing up, pointing straight out towards the back wall here. Get that reading, and we're reading about 53 degrees. Now, just to show you how this works, I'm going to put my hand in front of this. I'm going to get pretty close here. I'm going to pull the trigger, get a reading, and we're showing about 91 degrees at my hand. Now, if I back this up a ways, I'm going to pull that trigger again, get it to aim on my hand, let go, and we can see that it drops down. So, depending on the proximity, we can back it up here even further, get another reading. We can see now that we're reading 87. Now, I know the thought might be, okay, this is just a thermometer. Why in the world am I going to need this in my set of tools? Well, there's going to be a lot of good places where this is going to come in handy. Sometimes whenever we're working on equipment, it would be an awesome idea to have one of these things around to make sure, say if we're working around the engine there, that we're able to check the temperature on that engine as we're going around to make sure that it is safe to be able to touch those components before we get our hands in there and get burned up, get those scars. No one likes that, so we want to make sure that we're being safe, and one of these touchless thermometers is going to be a great tool for that. Now, this is going to have a range of heat on it from negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 715 degrees Fahrenheit. Like I said, you can get even better quality thermometers that are going to have a lot higher ranges, but this is going to be, like I said, one of those that you can get at your farm and garden store pretty cheap. Now, some other uses that you could think of with this that would not involve equipment, not involve lawnmowers or tractors, other things like that, would be things around your house. So let's say we have our AC unit. It doesn't seem like it's putting out very much cool air, and we want to make sure and see what it's doing. This is also going to read that ambient air temperature. So you could put this up to one of those vents, get a reading of that air, be able to call your air conditioner repairman, say, hey, this is only putting out X amount of temperature whenever it's coming out. Do we have a problem? That's just one of the many issues that you could solve with this, or just any place in general that you're needing to take that temperature. If you're afraid that that surface may be too hot, then this would be a good tool to have. Now, one thing that is going to apply that is going to be very, very helpful, if you are a lawnmower owner or an equipment owner, bearings are going to be a huge thing on a lot of your equipment. So for instance, on your lawnmowers, wherever you have a blade, you're going to have a bearing, you're going to have a spindle, you're going to have a unit that's spinning. This would be a great tool to have if you think that you may have a spindle going out, or if you just want to check and see, because as those bearings start to go out, they start to lose their lubrication, they start to heat up a lot faster than the others. So one thing that you could do is grab one of these, turn that mower on, run those blades for a while, then turn that back off and go and quickly check the temperature of each one of those bearings to see if one is getting hotter than the other. And if they are, then you may know that you have a problem, and you can go ahead and change that out and fix that before it breaks down on you completely and you have a real issue. So there are many things that you could think about, but this is one tool that I would highly suggest you get and add to your toolkit. Like I said, it is a contactless infrared thermometer. So you can get these, like I said, very cheap or very expensive, depending on the application you're going to be using it for. I'll let you make that call. But guys, I hope this video helped you out. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, we just ask you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, if you're looking for more how-to videos on John Deere equipment or more videos over just certain tools, make sure to check out all the other content we have on this channel. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to go buy your parts right here and subscribe right here.